What's up, guys? Sorry for the late upload. It is Black Friday, so I was busy, going around shopping and stuff with my family. I have received some requests on the last Itachi video if I could, provide some free-to-play teams for him. The only issue is that the teams do kind of repeat, and I kind of did focus it on mostly Kakuzu because you really can't take advantage of the chakra as a free player unless you get very lucky with the pulls. And you can see here, like, the only 80 chakra at the moment is Kazekagigara. 60s, you have Tendo. Tenten you could have got with coupons, but Kakuzu is someone that repeats. I did, however, make the teams, so I will go over. I made one for every single main character. I must say, the probably first two are the best. The other ones are kind of, iffy. But starting with the fire main, I'd say this team is very well done. I couldn't find, it's pretty much the same team I'm using right now. I couldn't find a replacement for Tendo outside of Kakuzu. And the only reason why Kakuzu is sort of like a replacement is just because he has a very high cost mystery. 60 chakra, he hits 3 targets at random, and he randomly clears their debuffs or their buffs as well. So it's a very good mystery to use. He is squishy, he has to be in the back row, but he's also a combo machine. So with the Deer summon, which is a purple one, unless you have Kirin, it will be a 7 combo. There are the talents on the right side. The very good thing about this team is you have the Broken Toby to take advantage of with the Genjutsu Mirror. You also have Imprisoned from the File Celestial Prison. You also have 2 sleeps. You have the sleep from the Fire Main and Itachi itself. Very good. Overall, the team, I'd say it could perform well. This is probably like the best team next to the Crimson Fist one I will show you that I decided to make with Itachi. Definitely was a challenge when it came to thinking about other main characters. So here is your Scarlet Blaze team that you could try out. Here is your Crimson Fist. So Crimson Fist, it kind of has the same concept. Since Itachi is immune to debuffs, you can very much put him in the front row, and he should have no problem getting his barrier off. Then you run the Earth main with shields as well as the Earth style. Now, for the most part, I would say to always use the primary Lotus Chase if you can, just because it has an ignition at the end of it. Pose of Duel is by far the best passive, because over 50% HP you get increased Taijutsu and Ninjutsu. And then Steel Body is by far the best third passive for the Earth main. It just makes them a tank, higher resistance, better shields. So the whole team was pretty much around Kakuzu again because of his high mystery cost, but he's in a higher position, he's in the 4th slot. So he does have a better chance of getting his mystery out before anybody else. And then, I couldn't figure out who to put as the 4th character, so I figured might as well put a healer for sustainability. And Tsunade works well as she has some decent damage on her. So, the team feels like it could be the second best team. You still have Itachi's Sleep, you have Earthmain Shields, you have Tsunade's Heals, and then you have Kakuzu for the damage. The combo as well as, the debuffs. And you do need to use the White Snake Summon. If you don't have the White Snake summon, or if you do have the Serpent, then you can use the Serpent over the White Snake. Then goes the Lightning Main, which I think the Lightning Main is the 3rd best team. These are my preferred talents. You can also use Lightning Armor if you really do wish to, but since you're trying to... It does use a lot of chakra. So here's a team that actually consumes pretty much all the chakra that you will be getting. You have... it actually never occurred to me that Kimimaaru's Mystery was a 60 chakra thing. I thought it was 40 all the time. Until making this, I was like, why is his chakra 60? Is this real? So with the Shark, it gets you 6 combo. With the Flood Dragon, it gets you 7 or 8. So overall, it's still pretty good. Lightning Main does very good damage. I chose the Chidori Blade because it will paralyze everybody in the entire team. Put the Lightning Main first, put Kimimaaru on the 5th slot. This way he's in the center and can mostly get focused by everybody's standard attacks. You have to use the 3rd standard attack to create the chase, or create the combo. You have to use the Lightning Sword for the chases as well. Enhancement of Lightning because you have Kimimaaru as well as the Lightning Main in the front that will take advantage of that. And then Root of the Warrior because it makes your Lightning Main immune to, immune to debuffs for like 2-3 rounds or something like that. And I'm not sure if Kimimaaru is classified as the same type for that, but either way, it's going to be a solid team. Kakuzu as well in the team, just because 60 chakra. So you will be seeing Kakuzu a lot. But overall, I could say it should be a decent team. Here is a Midnight Blade concept for you. Then we go on to Breeze Dancer, which I think this is the worst team by far. I have to say this is the worst team. It honestly just I would never use this, but I try to come up with one for each main character to pretty much be free to play around in Itachi, and you only get a 5 combo with this team. and you have to use the purple Katsuya, or Katsuyu. Then you have Asuma and Naruto, which I kind of took advantage of the fact that you can see on Asuma, the higher the chakra, the higher the ninjutsu attack as well as combo rate for him, and it starts at 40 chakra points. So assuming he's at 100, he will get a lot bigger boost. And then his mystery is also if the chakra is past 70, his skill has no chakra consumption or cooling off. So that's something you could take advantage of. You know, you're going to be at 100 chakra for a majority of the time. And you're going to have chakra higher than 70, at least even after the barriers. So it should be a very good passive for that. Then you have Naruto, which as long as the chakra is above 80 points, he will summon 2 clones from his standard attack. So that's 2 ninjas that can take advantage of the high chakra from Itachi's barrier. You know, the Wind main has to be in the front row. You have 3, you're going to have Naruto clones in the first round. So it should be fine. You can also put Shadow Clone Jutsu, but Wind Style Gale starts a combo. You have to use the Wind Style Chase as well. And then I prefer to use the Super Sexy Harem Jutsu just because the blindness as well as dropping the resistance is good for them to take higher ninjutsu damage. And then Giant Rasengan. So overall, I think this team is the most lacking, but it does have some interesting characteristics from the ninjas. And then the third team is finally Azurfang, which it follows a interesting concept. You basically have Kisame, just because the higher the chakra, the higher the taijutsu attack and combo rate. This starts being active with at least 40 points. So, you know, he will have 100 chakra on the second round. If you let his standard attack go off, it will start. He's basically going to be a more beefed up Kisame in that sense. I had no idea who to put else in the team, so I just put Kiyomaru as a kind of tank, and he does have a high chakra cost, So 60 chakra on that, and then you have the Shark Bomb from the Water main and Kisame. So overall, it seems like a decent team. Like I said, I didn't try them, but these are my teams that I would, you know, I try to keep as free to play as possible for Itachi. Deer Summon for this one as well. So overall, I would say like the majority of the teams I made they seem solid on paper. Maybe apart from the Breeze Dancer. The Breeze Dancer one is by far like the most, like, I don't know what I was thinking. But I really just sat there trying to think of a team. So there goes those teams. One for each main. Hopefully that helped you guys out. You know, since we have ourselves a Thanksgiving, I don't have my next stream until until Sunday. And I have to see what's going to happen. I don't honestly know. People want me to get Itachi, or not Itachi, Minato. But the Minato event is very... I just seem like it plays against the players, honestly. There are people that are getting lucky and getting Itachi from like less than whatever people did. I've seen Killia, who did 35,000 recharge, so he's over like at least 250 spins by now, and he still didn't get a Minato or a Orochimaru. So I really don't know if I really want to risk it. But on the bright side, when it comes to this event, at least you keep your ingots. You're only basically just getting the recharge spins for that. I only had the concept in mind of I wanted to, you know, take advantage of the ingots to get my Jonin medal renewed, which gives you a lovely coupon rebate. And now I have 257 days. I'm not sure if I'm going to renew it 2 more times just to get more coupons out of it now. But the purification function is really good. So it is very expensive. I basically spent 6k ingots to get all this stuff, and it gave me around like a 1.8k power boost. So I really did enjoy that. I could definitely get way higher purifies though. So if I did plan to recharge more towards Minato, I would probably work on the actual stuff itself, just get the purifies a lot higher. From the colorful balloons, I got Shikamaru for the collection, and then I'm going to go for a 4-star Mabui, assuming I pull her from the Kage treasures. So I'll get a 4-star right away. I don't know if I would actually reach the 5-star unless I, you know, spent more. You can get yourself the purification runes and the treasure of the sage. 100 each day for a 10% discount, so it does help out in the long run. Like there's really nothing else besides that. But yeah, the purification update is very good, and it's only going to get better. If you can manage to get yourself as many purples and golds as you can, the higher you get your equipment refining, the more of a stat boost you're going to get. So that's why I'm really waiting for the next refine event. I should get my level 9 refinement on the scroll. You know, I stacked all those advanced refines. I never bought any of them. It's just been from being first place in Sage World Battlefield, and it's a great feeling, honestly. But the purification event is very expensive, and do realize it's also RNG based. I say initiative for me is by far the most important stat to focus on. Then it would be crit, which this was my only gold one, which was actually pretty nice. and then to get myself the injury. So I really do say this event was a great addition, but the power can definitely go a lot higher than it should be. Now, another thing is, people told me to, try out this different team. Basically managed to get myself the Great Ninja War Tenten instead of Tendo, and she has a very high cost mystery, so it'll be interesting to try out. Doesn't get a very high combo though. I think this team gets me a 5 or a 6. I think I even got the wrong summon. I need to put, I think, Dog of Hell. I think it was Dog of Hell or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it was like a 5 or 6 no matter what. Not sure how this team will perform. We're going to definitely take that into Survival Trial. And the only other candidate I would have done was basically Sage Naruto. So I would have done Sage Naruto instead of Great Ninja or Tenten and just kept Iruka for the buff. But that's pretty much what the team consists of. I need to make sure I place Iruka last. And that about does it. So I have to also try to finish Ninja Exam. I haven't tried 119 since I beat 118. So maybe today and Saturday I will try to finish this one out. The purifications will increase my battle power. Don't tell me to go for Minato, because if I do decide to go for Minato, I'm just going to do it on the stream on Sunday. But like I said, I really don't plan on doing too much, because if you can't get Minato from $500 worth of recharges, then you just might as well face it. You're not going to get him. The game really does play against players. I feel, at least, from all the RNG stuff I had to go through, I can definitely say that the game feels like it plays against heavy spenders. And it rewards either the very low spenders or like the first time players and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Games with RNG, you have to expect it. I never expect the game to be favorable towards players, especially once they gave out that Itachi for pretty much nothing. I had a feeling that there was no chance of getting Minato. Very no chance. I was talking to Debut yesterday, and she said that she got Minato, and I don't know. I just honestly, the worst feeling is when you go for something and then you realize you don't get it, but you still have that like triggering phase of, I want to get it, like I won't give up on it. I'm honestly trying to avoid that. I really just don't want to waste more money towards recharges. Even though I do keep the ingots, it's not like I'm going to be spending them. I just have nothing else that I would go for. I really don't. So stacking onto the ingots, it doesn't even matter if the ingots are stacking. The problem is this: if I keep going for Minato and I don't end up getting him, it's just gonna really be the worst thing ever, because I had that problem when it came to Gogeta in Dokkan Battle a while ago. So I'm really not looking forward to going for Minato. Pretty much trying to avoid it as much as possible. And my Black Friday shopping didn't go exactly what I wanted, so this year it's gonna be something else as well. But let us just go into Survival Trial, see how this team performs. I have to make sure that these, where's Great Ninja War Tenten? Okay, she's already in here. So, besides that, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Black Friday is here as well. Hopefully you guys picked up something that you were looking for. I was actually considering getting a 3DS just for the Pokemon Sun and Moon game. But like I said, I really don't know. The only thing I did purchase was the Elgato capture card, like the HD60S, because the built-in capture cards for the Xbox and PlayStation 4 are just atrocious. They're terrible. You can't rely on the Twitch app to stream. You really just can't rely on anything from them as far as I can say. So definitely getting that capture card. Going to try to bring more, like at least other games into YouTube for my channel. Just because doing Naruto Online every day is, it gets repetitive. It really does. It gets repetitive, and I just rather not mess with it. Would at least try to take a break once in a while. And, I'm really hoping for that Fairy Tail game to come out. The beta is supposed to be in December. So I'm hoping that I get into the closed beta and I can bring you guys some video. I will definitely play it out. Doing Naruto videos every day, it just seems repetitive. That's why, I haven't done one of these kind of daily videos in at least a week's time. And I must say it was I guess like a relaxing feeling, because I didn't feel like I had the pressure to, bring a 30-minute to an hour-long video every day. So I kind of took like a week break at the same time, still doing uploads. But outside of that, yeah, hopefully the other videos I was uploading were good enough. People were actually wanting to bring these kind of videos back. But, I've been doing YouTube for almost the entire year, since January, and I really felt like I just wanted to either get a different style of videos or just try to make it less repetitive. Because I remember when I first started YouTube, doing the daily videos every day the same way, it was just really bad. But at least for Naruto Online, I can change my team and bring some concepts here and there. So I would say that I was really like looking forward to the Minato if it was the same way of getting Hiruzen, because that would have just been a straight up recharge. Wouldn't really have been a problem for me, but since they kind of made it the way they did with this stupid RNG wheel, I'm really disappointed in it. Purifications is out, but with that, we still kind of need, you know, something else in the game. Really hoping for cross-server PvP, and I'm really disappointed in the merges. The merges are definitely not going the same way I planned, and all I gotta say is that Tenten has some ridiculous damage going down. But yeah, Tenten... No, what was I talking about? The merges. The merges are basically going at a very, very slow pace, and they're choosing like... They're basically doing 2 servers every few days. So far, we had 2 groups merge within this week, and it's really disappointing because we're expecting merges for a lot of dead servers. I was actually looking forward to a merge. The thing is, if they had the merge events and they decided to merge my server during the Minato, I would have easily recharged the 20k to get my coupon rebate and gone for Minato in the same process, no problem. But they just kind of made it so awkward by deciding to say merges are going to happen, and then they do them at a very slow pace. I'm used to Bleach Online and Unlimited Ninja where they basically just go ahead and they give you a merge. Like, they'll merge literally like 15 servers every few months, or like 20 servers every few months, and it's, you know, it's just a good feeling. But at the same time, when it comes to those games, you really just don't want to get merged. But in Naruto Online, it actually does make a difference. This is gonna screw me over. Yeah, so just because of the Sasuke barrier, that's gonna screw me over. I'm surprised. I should have went after that Sasuke, but I'm guessing my initiative on Itachi screwed me up. Okay, it doesn't matter. I could have retreated just to restart the fight, but I honestly don't like retreating when it comes to survival trial. Just don't prefer it. The team fails, but the Great Ninja War Tenten has some ridiculous damage. I do believe that Kage Treasures will be either the first or second week of December. That will probably be a nice surprise. No idea when the servers are going to actually merge at a more rapid pace or when they're actually going to hit us up, but if you don't see your server merging in the announcements or the forums, chances are your server's not going to merge yet or now. I really don't see server 1, 2, like maybe like the very low server numbers. I don't see them merging unless they die out within the year. Especially server 1. It has way too many people playing it, so I can guarantee you that that server will not merge at this time. I don't even think in other games server 1s have merged, so that's just something to consider. That Itachi is all the way in the back. Yeah, this complicates things. Okay, that's just gonna complicate things, but at least we can get the barrier off next round. Oh, I forgot. I was spamming the 10-10 thing. So it was, yeah. Okay, no problem. It's really nice, though, to have Itachi immune to debuffs. That's probably the one reason I really like him. It's because he's immune to debuffs. And the barrier, even outside the barrier, you kind of have to develop your team to the point where they're still good all around and don't really focus on it. But yeah, you know, the barrier is OP. 100 chakra for 2-3 rounds. It's gonna be a very nice thing to play with. And dank. I was surprised when my BP didn't go up that much more when I was switched to a 5-star team pretty much. The only non-5-star ninja is the Great Ninja War Tenten at 3-star. And, you know, I guess it's just because the moods are very low. I think Tenten has a 25% ninjutsu mood. And I believe Itachi also has a 25% ninjutsu mood. So that's the only reason why I don't see the battle power being as high as it is. But in other words, I don't really want to... You shouldn't go for moods for ninjas that you're pretty much not going to use consistently. I would say in the past, I was going for a lot of high moods and maxed moods. And I realized, you know, I don't even use those ninjas anymore. So they become irrelevant after that. I kind of wish they had like a reset or like an inherit for cultivations, awakens even, and, you know, definitely moods though. If you could spend gold or coupons to get even like a percentage back, like 60% of all the materials you use on a ninja, just because you really are going to have all ninjas maxed out at a certain point as the game develops, as the meta just gets stronger. So it's really going to change how it works. Tenten's damage is honestly surprising me though. I knew she had a high amount of damage, and having her as the carry in the team is definitely working out for the most part. I can say there's nothing wrong with this team. It definitely performs the same way as the Tendo team does, but I feel that the Tendo team has a way better impact or bigger impact. When it comes to Sage Naruto, I would probably say it would be kind of the same as this, although I would probably have to swap. If I do Sage Naruto, I would put the Fire Main in the 4th slot, and I would put Itachi behind the Sage Naruto. This way I can get the 2 clones in the front, Iruka to buff them all, and then to keep myself with the... I'm trying to think of the word. And then so you can keep the double sleeps. This way, if you have Itachi in one row and the Fire Main in the other one. So outside of that, it's very nice. Might as well just interrupt the heal, I guess, because it's going to get rid of the paralyze. Or I was too slow on that. So, the team does what it's supposed to do. Kind of feel like I ran down all the things I had on mind. To be honest, though, it took me a really long time to come up with those teams. I was on a very tight schedule. And just when it came to outside, like the Water Main... as well as it just took a while in general. Fire Main was the Crimson Fist was the first team I thought of, and then the Fire Main. But then after that, the next 3 mains took really slow. I would say that Itachi really does favor the Fire Main, just mostly because of the double sleep as well as the Genjutsu Mirror for his Amaterasu chase. But when it does come to Fire Main or Crimson Fist, he does have the survivability and the shields to make use of Itachi. So, Lightning Main also would be good. I'm definitely looking forward to the Kage treasure because I am praying. Alright, I will have 180 scrolls saved up for the Kage treasure. I'm really hoping I get somebody. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as I get anyone, I'm going to switch my team to try them out. I definitely want to use different ninjas because I've used all the ninjas I have at this point. Oh, I completely... Damn, I fell asleep. Hold up. I fell asleep. I was... I completely forgot that, I forgot to use my barrier in the first round. Like, I completely fell asleep on that one. But yeah, the Kage treasure was going to change the game, make all main characters a lot better, a lot more usable, and it's going to just completely change the game. It reworks the game, rebalances the game. I forgot to put in Iruka just so it starts putting a clone on the Fire Main clone, or the shield on the Fire Main clone as well. For tomorrow's video... I have no plans. Nope, no plans. So I'll have to think of something as far as that. But I will be trying to do ninja exam, so maybe I can clear a ninja exam and see how that ended up. I'm just way too slow on this today. Way too slow. But the very interesting is that even if you have higher initiative, certain ninjas have mysteries that will go before others. And it never really occurred to me until the Tendo was getting out-initiated by pretty much just, Sage Naruto's with level 3 refines and stuff like that. So I always thought that even though the animations were different, which that's the reason why you can't have ×2 speed in battle, because certain ninjas have a lot faster animations for their mysteries, so you wouldn't be able to counter it in time. But at the same time, there are certain ninjas who have very slow mysteries, like Tendo. Anyone with like a cutscene has a very slow mystery, so you could potentially interrupt it. Just because of animations in the game, that's why real-time PvP has to stay at 1x speed. What they could do is just, if players both keep it on auto, which I think they do that in Arena now or something like that. If both players go on auto, then it goes at ×2 speed for PvP. But outside of that, yeah, you're pretty much gonna have to be doing it 1x. Otherwise, there'll be a lot more exploits as far as teams go. Because if it was ×2 speed in PvP and you could set it, you could literally just run a team where whoever has the fastest animations and you can't really interrupt it, it will definitely change the game to how it would work. And it's just something that would definitely impact the game in a different way. So that's why PvP is real time. And I should have just done the barrier earlier, but yeah. I just had a lot of stuff on my mind, guys. Sorry about that. Also, I tried to get this video out a lot earlier, but just, stuff came up. So you're going to be getting this video probably by 5 in the afternoon, and then the Bleach video will be coming up today, later. I also do have the Brazilian Bleach video that I'll probably get out by either Saturday or Sunday. I have no idea when that's going to come out. And the Thanksgiving events in the Bleach side really disappointed me. So I thought, like, Unlimited, or what is it, Naruto Online's was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, the other ones were way worse. Let me just focus down the Fire main. Today is Friday, so we have Matsuri Challenge as well as Ninetales. I don't know. I honestly hate it when I get to this point of the video. After I've said all I had to say and there's just nothing else to talk about. I really do hate that part about my videos. But as much as I try to keep the conversation going, just nothing comes to mind. That's a real issue with doing long videos. I never do scripts, and even if I did a script, I thought I could keep a script going for like half an hour. It's not like I'm doing a TV show here, but it's just, it's something that I just would not really agree with. So that's why definitely doing shorter videos is more ideal, but doing too short videos is never a good thing either. And I just really need to finish this up. So let me just recap it. I know a lot of people want me to get Minato, but it's not really a part of if I can get Minato, it's a matter of if the game would give it to me. Obviously, it's not worth spending that much on Minato, at least not more than $500, because ninjas of that caliber often cost like that. I'd say Hokage Tsunade will be around the same price, and Hiruzen was already around the same price as well. So definitely don't spend more than $500. It's kind of just not going to go in your favor, but besides that, if I do decide to go for Minato, I will go for him on Sunday. Like I said, I really just don't want to, but I'll just see how it goes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.